Good morning, guys. I've got the day off. Well, actually, I got today and Monday off, which I'm excited about. Memorial Day weekend. We're gonna go camping next weekend, and my camper, I've got to replace a awning that goes over the bunk slide in the back of my camper. It's been, I bought this thing. I've done a lot of work to it, and I'm gonna do a video on some of the stuff I've done, and it'll be pictures. But anyway, I'll show you what I'm going to do. Is I got to replace this awning up here. So anyway, I'm going to do some of that and try to film it as I do it. I don't know how much I'll be able to do, being as I'm kind of one-handed today with the camera in my hand, so I can't show a whole lot, but I'm going to show you everything that I can. So anyway, just hang with me. So you got to get these screws out of here and take this cover off the end. As you can see. And I'm going to take this screw out. Then I got to take one out in the middle, take this whole panel off right here. So that's what it looks like once you get it off. I'm gonna take that one screw left there. And y'all can hear in the background, we got little girls next door to us, and sweetest darn things, so there's never a dull moment around here. They're always having fun, as you can hear this morning, which is a good thing. They're outside, not inside the house somewhere, so that's a good thing. Everybody nowadays wants to watch video games and stuff like that, or play video games, so it's nice that they're outside. Well, it figures I got the wrong size dadgum socket. I don't know where my head's at this morning. All right, let's see what I got to do now, because I'm not real sure. Never done this before, so this is a learning experience for me. Looks like I can put something through this hole and lock it to where it won't roll on me. So let me go find that. And all right, I got me something here I think is going to work. Because I got an Allen wrench. I'm going to try to find this hole. So this one, I ain't found no hole yet, so makes me wonder if it ain't on the other end, or I may have to so I may have to do this one that way. But let me try the other end and see if it'll work any better for me. So that thing does not have a hole in it. So looks like I'm going to have to do it this way. All right. Okay. So it looks like I'm going to have to do it that way on this one. This may be something I'm gonna do by myself. I'm gonna try it though. I ain't scared, that's for sure. So, all right, it looks like I got to take a screw out here to make this thing slide out. That's a little bitty screw. I'd hate to drop that out here in this driveway because I won't never find it. And then, yep, there should be a screw right there. You can see I got to take that out because once I take this out, this whole thing's going to slide out the other end. That's what's holding this in here right now is that. So let me get a socket for that. You can see we got to take this screw out. Another little bitty screw. You hope you don't drop. All right, and then I got to take this out. It looks like because that other bracket's going to slide out the other way. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to support that when I take it out. Because you see that needs to slide out, but I can't slide it out on both ends because it slides in one way and it can't come all the way out because of that. So I'm gonna have to take one end loose here. So, all right, let's see what I can do. All right, so I figured me a way to hold this end while I took that bolt out. As I said, it may not be always the smartest way, but you can see what I did. That'll hold it until I can get the other end loose. Now, if everything goes well, I should be able to slide down here now and take this other end loose and then slide this whole thing out. Let's just see how this works. We will see. All right, I've done took that out. Okay. Guys, I done got ahead of myself and didn't even realize it. All right. All right, there's no more screws, but this thing is not wanting to slide. Ugh. Figures, that's my luck with everything. What I may have to do is I may have to take a knife and cut this to get it to move and come out of there. Oh, there it came. And of course, every time I do something, there's blood. Anyway, all right. All right, guys, right here I'm taking the bolts out of that bracket so I can pull that off, because I had to put the bolt in there to hold that roller, but because I needed to take that bracket off so I could unroll it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take it out here and unwind it and then slide that awning out of that roller, as you can see here. And then what I'll do is I'll slide the new one in. Once I get my new one out there and cut and laid out, I will. Then I got my new one in here that came in. I should have had it laying out in the sun, because it's a cut to fit thing that I ordered. on Amazon. It went by like 40 bucks this way. You go to these other places, they want to charge you a fortune. These things don't last that many years anyway. So we're gonna get it out and lay it out in the sun, let it start relaxing a little bit. So anyway, I'm gonna lay it out here and let it relax a little bit and measure how long this one is, because I got to cut this other one to fit. So as you can see, 84 3/4. That's what I got to cut this other one, 84 3/4. Let this relax out here a little bit longer because it's pretty. I'm gonna lay this one, actually the way this is gonna go. I'll go like that. Because it shows that one going into the RV. You see right there, it shows that slides into the RV. Alright guys, I come up with a bright idea. I cut this piece of trim here that I had, which is bent, but I'm going to use it as my measurement. That way I've got, I'm going to clamp this thing on there and I can mark it and get exactly my measurement that I need on this thing. So what I'm going to do is get it right here to the end. A little ant. Anyway, I'm going to do it just like so. I'm going to scoot it up here to the end. I'm going to clamp that bad boy. That way I can kind of stretch it out there to where I need it. I'm going to get me another clamp just to ensure that thing is right. Because you're only going to cut it once. It's always measure and check it before you cut, because I only get one shot at cutting it. So, and if I screw it up, it's only $38, but $38 hard to come by nowadays. All right. It ain't got to be exact, but and of course you leave my pencil, I left it laying on the other side. So I want to mark this thing. All right. Figure out which one it was on. It wasn't that one. It has to be this one. Alright, so I'm putting that on the correct way so I can roll this thing up in a few. All right, that's about where it was at. Let's see on this end. Yes, you can see about where it was at right there. So I'm gonna pull it just a little more. All right, then this thing rolls up that direction. I think that was about right in there. All right, so now I'm going to take this screw out. Now my Allen wrench is going to hold it. All right. So that goes like so. Now we got to this. I got to figure out how to slide this thing in there by myself. All right, guys, y'all can kind of see what I've come up with. I'm gonna see if this ladder will hold it for me till I can get it past that point to where I can manage it. And then I'm gonna let it ride up on top here and this part right here until I can get it all slid up in there. Now I'm gonna see if I can, where it was bent, it don't wanna go. All right, so now this has got to come out. Man, I got that nice and dirty. So this has got to come out and slide back in this bracket. And of course, that's all right. Now I just need my 7/16 wrench. And put this end back in place. Get done, I'm gonna have to wash that thing where I scooted it across top of that nasty top. Now I just got to take that out. So I'm going to take out this, which will let this thing roll, because I knocked that roller out in there when I was working on it. So Anyway, that thing needs to be slid a little bit further that way. I can lock it in here in a few with a screw. So what I'm going to do now is take that out and let that do that. So now all I got to do is put the screw back in there and lock that down. And I think that's got it. And I can extend it out and adjust it. And this little screw goes right here. Just like so. So now that slide out should come out. That way I can adjust my I'll adjust my fabric against there and make sure it rolls up in the right spot before I put screws in it. Get these out of the way. Let me show you guys. Got to hit the bunk one right there. All right, slides out. Fabric looks pretty good from here. All right, guys, you can see, yeah, like I said, I gotta do a little washing now. Oh well. All right, I'm gonna stretch that out there a little further. I'm gonna put a screw in that so it don't slide out. All right, there's that screw. We're planning on going camping next weekend, so I was really wanting to get this on there, because that other one was in bad shape. All right, that is it, people. I've got it on there. All right, and it looks a lot better, except for the dirt I got on it. All right, well, thank you guys for watching me, and I'll put more as I do things. It's just hanging with the rays, and like we said, we do a little everything. Anyway, thank you guys for watching.